Hello everyone, my name is Michael LeBlanc, Director and Senior Portfolio Manager at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management, and thank you for joining us today. It's May 7th, 2020. We're filming from our backyard, of course still in quarantine, but it's a beautiful day, so we thought we'd share some outside views. Today I want to talk about the top winners and losers in May in the markets. Specifically, I'm going to talk in this video about the S&P 500 or US companies, and we'll do a separate one on the TSX or Canadian companies. They'll be released here shortly. Look for the link for that one down below. The reason why I wanted to focus on May is we are in the middle of earnings season, so companies are starting to report first quarter earnings. We're just starting to see a glimpse into how the economy and how different sectors are being affected by the shutdown. Well, keep in mind the earnings that have come out are only reflecting the shutdown since March, so the first 2 months were mostly unaffected for these companies. And it's only been the last 3 weeks of March results that will have impacted them. So let's get underway. We're going to do a top 10 review, and at number 10 on the US market, Newmont Corp, stock symbol NEM. This is a materials company, so precious metals. We've seen a flight to precious metals through this as people look at the portfolios as being more at risk, and they had a positive 4.96 so far in May. On the negative side, Helmerich and Payne, these are drillers for the oil companies, oil rigs. The symbol is HP, and they have a minus 19% return so far in May, and given all the difficulties in oil, not a big surprise. At number 9, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, symbol REGN, have moved to the positive of 5.25% so far in May. They work on pharmaceutical development, infectious diseases, so looking at possible treatments and or vaccines. On the losing side, Occidental Petroleum, symbol OXY, again energy, oil and gas, to the negative 19.28, again being affected by that negative oil price. Number 8 on our list, Equifax. Equifax is a financial, you might be familiar with them as they do all the credit reporting for most of North America. They came in at a positive of 5.3% as more and more companies and people are looking to shore up credit to get them through these tough times. And on the negative side, Carnival Cruise Lines, symbol CCL. Not a big surprise that travel companies will be hit, minus 19.37%. At number 7 on the list, Take-Two Interactive Software, symbol TTWO. This is gaming, electronic gaming, video games. We're seeing a lot of people obviously spending time at home, a lot of children out of school. We've seen sales spike in many of the different title names that they use. In May, we've seen a 5.5% gain in them. And on the losing side, another travel company, Southwest Airlines, symbol LUV, a minus 20.2% return. At number 6, Clorox company, not a big surprise there. Everyone's sterilizing the common surfaces around the house, or at least you should be. Get those doorknobs, get the light switches. Stock symbol CLX, positive move in May of 7.16%. On the negative, Leggett and Platt, symbol LEG. This is consumer goods. This one actually a little different. Mostly the mattress, chairs, things from around the house, furnitures. They do some bath fixtures and different fixtures for the house. People just not getting to the stores and able to buy. Minus 20.9% return so far in May as a surprise to the downside. At number 5 spot, we got Vertex Pharmaceutical, symbol VRTX. Again, a pharmaceutical company working on development of new vaccines and drugs, moving to the positive 7.5%. On the negative, United Airlines, symbol UAL, minus 22.5% return. At number 4, we got Fortune Brands Home and Security. So this is a little reverse what we were just talking about. Fortune does a lot of home renovations. So your Home Depot distributions, your Rona distributions, your Lowe's distributions. So as people stay home, there seems to be a lot of home projects going on. They've moved to the positive of 7.76. And on the negative side, Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines coming in at minus 22.8%. with stock symbol RCL. Number 3 on our list on the positive is Jack Henry & Associates, symbol JKHY. John Henry developed technology, softwares, mostly for the banking industry. While we haven't seen a lot of massive moves to the positive in the banking industry, obviously big demand to become more technology to be used by the companies to deliver their services and solutions without that personal contact. And Jack Henry's moved to the positive of 9.14%. American Airlines coming in on the negative side, symbol AAL, with a minus 22.9%. The airline's taking up a lot of the list. Number 2 on our list, IPG Photonics, being on the positive side, symbol IPGP. They've moved to the positive 11.5% so far in May. They focus on laser equipment, laser equipment in medical use and industrial use. So obviously a lot of build and demand for medical equipment right now, but also on the industrial side as more automation, trying to get further separation between the workers on the manufacturing and industrial side. On the negative, we got WestRock, WRK. They're industrial. They actually make cardboard, corrugated cardboard, and obviously we've seen a lot of online shipping and online packaging, and they've seen a drop though, mostly due to the supply chain being interrupted and not being able to supply to the stores. So they've hit a minus 23.2% return. And then number 1 spot on the positive side, Activision Blizzard, symbol ATVI. Again, a electronic gaming company. This is one of the bigger names out there supplying the video games, with a positive move of 14.3% return so far in May. And then a negative side, not a big surprise, Norwegian Cruise Lines, symbol NCLH, with a minus 32% move in May. Norwegian, although going into this, probably one of the most profitable on cash flow companies, they were carrying significant debt to cash flow levels, and that debt is now hurting them with their outlook of obviously continuing to finance that, and also their carrying costs. So I can't say that there was a big surprise in the trend we've seen. Obviously anything travel or consumer discretionary oriented, massively impacted, and we've seen the positives mostly in the technology areas. We'll keep watching this trend as we move through earnings season. The real indicators we're going to see after the second quarter, where we have a full quarter of the earnings impact of the shutdown, and we'll see exactly which industries, or we'll start to get a better sense of which industries and which companies are faring the best and which ones are troubled. That's it for our US version of this video. Again, there's a link down below for the Canadian version that we'll be putting out shortly, and it also links to our other videos. Remember, the information on here is information only. Do not use it as advice. Always seek professional advice, professional research, or do your due diligence extensively before investing in any product or strategy before going forward. You'll find our disclaimer in the link down below. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you next week.